Shalom Israel, giving honor and praise to the Most High God for the reading and the understanding of His word. And family, I want to wish every king, every queen, every prince, and every princess, I want to wish you a wonderful, magnificent Sabbath. And once again, family, thank you for bringing us in with your brother. And family, we are not going to waste any time tonight. We are going to jump right into this lesson because there are some people in Israel, in this family, that I have to give some straightening to. And I'm going to be very honest, I can't believe that I actually have to come down and do this type of lesson again. But here it is. There is nothing wrong with coming back to the rudiment of things. So versus me, do things how I usually do it. Y'all know how I am. I go off the handle and stuff. And y'all know me. You know me. I'm going to do something a little different here tonight. Okay? I'm going to do everything that I possibly can to keep my composure, because I do understand that there are some of our family members that are new and they may not know some of these things. So that's why tonight I have to humble myself, family. I have to humble myself because of people's lack of understanding. And quite frankly, for some people, their downright stupidity. So what we're going to do is revisit a lot of these scriptures, okay? But before we do that, family, I have to show you where all of this here came from in the first place. There was a video that I posted on my Instagram on when was that? I think it was probably last Saturday, probably. But I did post this. No, as a matter of fact, it was last Sunday. I posted this video and it got a lot of response that I, quite frankly, was not expecting. So without any further ado, family, take a look at this video right here. Hey, what's going on, family? All praises to the Most High. I just have to let y'all see the type of level of petty I be on, yo. Because right now there's some homeless Edomites that's walking around, and I just went ahead and fired up the grill and let that damn smell hit their stomachs and shit like that. Y'all remember how they used to do us? Y'all remember? All that good shit and everything cooking and them smelling aromas, and we couldn't eat nothing. And them niggas were walking around right now. And watch. They gonna come looking for a plate, and I'm gonna be like, get your ass off my lawn. That video right there got me yelled at by so many people. And all I did was laugh. And I still laugh about it to this day. And do you know why I laughed? Number one, it was hilarious. And number two, all of you that yelled at me were wrong. And it made me sit and just continue to be like, wow, our people are so lost. Our people are so lost. I got comments like I should have fed them. I got comments, Mike, that is not nice. I should not have done that. I got comments of, this was the one that got me and said, yep, I see exactly why we need to do a lesson. It said, how is that of Yah? Wow. So family, I'm going to show all of Israel tonight how that is of Yah. And what we're going to do tonight is see what is the difference between your enemy and your enemy. You see, family, like I explained the other day, there are enemies within Israel. Black, Hispanic, and Native American people. There are these people that the Father says when you are beefing with somebody that you have an enemy. But then you have the other nations. That is not only your enemy, but your adversary, because they are controlled by something that is not within our tribal system. So that's what we're going to do. Tonight, what we're going to do, we are going to set the differences between the two so that you are no longer unfamiliar with this, and that nobody ever in your life better come to me on my page and tell me that what I'm doing is wrong. You see, that's the part right there where I want to go ahead and fly off the handle and just dig in and dig in. Now, you see, in the past, I would have done that. But I've grown since then. And I have. So we're going to treat this with my growth, okay? And that's what we're going to do. But don't get it twisted for 1 second. There's going to be a lot of condescension, and there's a lot that I have to get out. I'm just not going to do it in the way that I used to do it. All right, here we go. Family, please open your Bibles to the book of Genesis, chapter 49 and verse 8. The first things first, I'm going to show you in regards when it comes to the tribe of Judah, where a lot of this hate and stuff is going to come from when it comes to our people. Because a lot of this, that when people were trying to reach out to me talking about what I was doing was wrong, is jealousy within the tribes. I want to show you that first. Judah. So yes, indeed, we are going to go to the book of Genesis, chapter 49 and verse 8. And here we are. Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Stop. Who your brethren shall praise. So you don't think for 1 second that there's going to be some jealousy because of that? You have... Okay, that's going to drive me crazy. I'm sorry, it's going to drive me nuts. Sorry. But you have Judah, who is the Negro. Not Benjamin. Not Levi. The so-called Black American. The Negroes, that's us. We are the top tribe. We have 11 other tribes that's under us. 11. I'm going to read that one more time. Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee. So I want y'all to see that. You have enemies that are your brethren, and that is all throughout the tribes. Do y'all understand that? So we're going to have those brethren that praise us and those that are enemies. Now, with these particular enemies, we can't do anything to them. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you in the scriptures. So now the Father gave them an additional name. He gave them the name of neighbors as well, right? So now I need you to please go to the book of Zechariah. No, go to Leviticus. I want to start at Leviticus first. Go to Leviticus. Leviticus chapter 19, because this is what some of them tried to throw at me, and I need to show you that you had no idea what you were talking about. Leviticus chapter 19, and let's go down to verse 15. So this is the one that they thought they were really going to hammer me with. But remember, I have grown. It's a new mic. Okay. Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 15. Ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment. Thou shalt not respect the person of the poor, nor honor the person of the mighty, but in righteousness shall thou judge thy neighbor. Stop. Now, I don't think many of you got that. So now when you go back and you think about the video that you just watched, I want you to go back and think about the video that you just watched as I read this again. Ye shall do no unrighteous in judgment. You shall do no unrighteousness in judgment. Thou shalt not respect the person of the poor, nor honor the person of the mighty, but in righteousness shalt thou judge thy neighbor. Do you see what that just said there? To the evil person, do nothing for, but do for the righteous. But we're going to continue. Verse 16, thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer against thy people, neither shalt thou stand against the blood of thy neighbor. I am the Lord. Now that right there, let's continue. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. That's talking about your brother, your tribesmen. That's who that's talking about. your brother or your sister within the 12 tribes of Israel. We cannot do anything to them under any circumstances. We can't do that to them. Let's continue. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people. I have to read that again. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord. Did you see that? It has to be your brother or your sister, the children of the people. Let me sit this down here for a second. That's your kinsmen. I cannot have them hungry. I offer them a plate. I sit them down, brother, sister. Yo, you are in sin. Come sit down. Come talk to your brother. Come here. Let me give you some of that family talk right here. Black, Hispanic, and Native American people. That's what we are supposed to be doing with each other. And if you look at this world today, we don't do that at all. That's what the Father was saying. Gather yourselves together. Gather yourselves together. But that's not the case. You see, I had people got upset with me because I craftily did what those scriptures told me to do. And we're going to get into it here today because I'm going to show those people that they were 100% wrong for ever coming to tell me that what I was doing was wrong. But I got to show you that you were wrong first and that you don't know what you were talking about. But I have grown. But I still have to show you the fault of your errors. I got to show you the error of your ways. That's what I'm supposed to do for my brother or my sister, not of the other nations. Let me remove the spoon. And yes, I am drinking tea again. So now that was that, family. Now let's go to the book of Zechariah. That's the one I want to get. Let's go to the book of Zechariah, chapter 7, please. The book of Zechariah, chapter 7. Let's go ahead and go down to verse 9. I'm going to read something here to you. Watch this, family. Watch this. Zechariah, chapter 7, verse 9. Thus speaketh the Lord of hosts, saying, execute true judgment and shew mercy and compassion every man to his brother. And oppress not the widow, nor the fatherless, the stranger, nor the poor, and let none of you imagine evil against his brother. You see, stop for a second because there's going to be so many of you that's like, see, the stranger. No, that's not talking about that stranger. That is talking about the stranger that is from our tribal system that has sojourned among the people, to the people, back to the people, just like the prodigal son. This is why the Most High made sure to put all of those in the bubble. I'm going to read it one more time just so that you can see it. I'm going to start at verse 9 again. Thus speaketh the Lord of hosts, saying, execute true judgment and shew mercy and compassion every man to his brother, and oppress not the widow, nor the fatherless, the stranger, nor the poor, and let none of you imagine evil against his brother in your heart. Do you see that? That is for your brother. That is for your brother. That is for your brother. Now that's there because a lot of you are going to say, oh, well, that's Old Testament. So now we have to go to the New Testament. 1 John chapter 3, please. The book of 1 John chapter 3. Not regular John, 1 John chapter 3. Please go down to verse 17. And this is so simple, so simple, so simple. So simple. Unbelievable. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's hit this, yo. 1 John chapter 3, verse 17. Let's just see what this says. But whoso hath this world's good, and seeth his brother have need, and shutteth up his bowels of compassion from him, how dwelleth the love of God in him? The love of God in him. The love of God in him. So now I'm going to start asking some questions right now. Yeah. Now I'm about to start to get turned up a little bit. First and foremost, why is it that every time love and compassion has to come out, you soft ass niggas? How come it's you that always want to show it to the other nations and not to your own brother? Not to your own sister? So much that many of you will be like, oh, you know what? Even the Hispanics and the natives, those are not our people. Straight up. Some of you have said that to me and you have natives in your family. I don't get it. Have natives in their family and said this. Straight up. I am really trying to wrap my head around the fact that a native suggested to me that what I was doing was wrong for trying to serve, or excuse me, for not serving an Edomite. And we're going to get into what I did. We're going to get into them scriptures here to show you that what I did was 100% biblical. But a native actually did that. Now, I'm not sure. Did you not learn your lesson the first time that the natives actually fed these people? Not only did they conquer your land, they diseased you, they raped you, men and women, and completely destroyed and took over your country. Then they went so far and so hard to disrespect you that they made 2 holidays. The first one being Columbus Day and the other one being Thanksgiving, to commemorate the horrible atrocities they committed against you. And yet you actually have the audacity as my sister to tell me to give them a plate. I can't understand or even begin to fathom that. And I love y'all. I love y'all to death. Y'all are my family. I love you. But there are times when some of you just leave me completely flabbergasted. And that's why I'm like, I cannot just blow up off the handle right now with this here. There has to be education that comes along with this, but there's also an anger that's inside of me that I'm letting out in very small little spurts because I have grown, and don't you forget it. Okay. Oh boy. I got to read this again. But whoso hath this world's good and seeth his brother have need and shutteth up his bowels of compassion from him, how dwelleth the love of God in him? And the Most High is making this clear. How can you do this here for other people, but you can't do it for your own brother? And that's, our people are very hypocritical. Very, very hypocritical. Because they'll shoot their brother in the face in a second, but yet they'll invite that white man and white woman into their home, Indian or whoever it may be, and bring them into their home, and even Africans. They'll even bring the Africans into their homes. And, oh, your brother, I got you. They'll call these people brothers, and they are not their brother. They'll help a homeless Edomite, and that homeless Edomite will still call him a nigger and look him dead in his face and mean it. They'll help the Chinese. They'll help the Arabs. But when it comes to other black people, they will not help. They won't even help people in their other tribes. Yeah, I said it. There's a lot of hypocrisy in Israel. A lot of it. I'm just tired of it. I'm calling it out that I see it. And being that you brought it to me, y'all did that to the wrong person. So now that was for your brother, right? Oh, that was for our brothers. Now, that was something very rudimentary that we all should have known by now. So now we have to do the comparison, the very other end of that. Who should we not do good for? So now, family, please go to the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 5. The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 5. Let's go down to verse 13. Because now this is the New Testament and we have to show. It doesn't matter what testament you're in. It all says the same thing. Watch this. 1 Corinthians chapter, not 1 Corinthians. Yes, it is 1 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 13. But then that are without God judgeth. But them that are without God judgeth. Therefore put away from among yourselves that wicked person. Does the Bible say or not say that Esau is the border of wickedness? Does the Bible say or not say that Esau is the border of wickedness? Does the Bible say or not say that Esau is the border of wickedness? So what we're about to do is get it. Because I already know some of you there, you are not going to believe what I have to say. So we're going to go to the book of Malachi, chapter 1 and verse 4. That there should have already been within many of you. Malachi chapter 1 and verse 4. And I'm going to read this and let's see exactly what it says. Whereas Edom, that is speaking of the Caucasian. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places on the backs and blood and sweat and tears of you. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. The Most High said, don't ever allow these people to build back up. But what did we do in sin? We helped these people and helped them continue to build back up. And what did they do? They threw us under what they built. They shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. So now the Most High said that he will never take care of these people. The Most High said he will never, ever take care of these people. The Father said that he will not feed these people. So why will you? Why will you? So now let's go back to 1 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 13. I'm going to read it again, just so that now we all have the understanding as far as Esau is the border of wickedness. These are the most wicked people in the world. Wicked lives in them. Verse 13, but them that are without God judgeth. Therefore put away from among yourselves that wicked person. So you see, I was not supposed to feed that person. I was not supposed to feed them at all. And we're going to get into the mockery here in just a bit. But I just need you to understand that I was not supposed to feed that person at all. So why in the world would you tell me to feed these people? What you said is not of Yah. What you said is not of the Most High. You tried to get me to sin. You tried to get me to go against my Father. How dare you? How dare you? And I want an apology. I want an apology from all of you. Each and every last one of you that tried to get me to go against the Most High God. You tried to get me to sin. You tried to get me to sin. Yes, you did. You better make up for it. I'll tell you that right now. So now that was there, family. Now I want you to go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 13, please. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 13. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 13 and verse 5. Family, watch this. I'm not playing with y'all. Deuteronomy, chapter 13 and verse 5. And that prophet or that dreamer of dreams shall be put to death, because he hath spoken to turn you away from the Lord your God, which brought you out of the land of Egypt and redeemed you out of the house of bondage, to thrust thee out of the way which the Lord thy God commanded thee to walk in, so shall thou put the evil away from the midst of thee. Do you see that? The Most High said, first and foremost, I'm the one that came and got y'all out of Egypt. I'm the one that removes you from evil. So remove yourself from evil when you see it. So when I went out there and I turned on my grill and I sent that wonderful, wonderful smell all throughout my area, because first and foremost, I know how to cook and I know how to season my stuff up very, very well. You can smell my stuff from blocks away. And that's exactly what I did. I tuned it up. Why? First and foremost, what did the Most High say he was going to do to Esau? They are going to burn. All I did was what my daddy said is going to happen. I turned my grill right on and sent those wonderful aromas all throughout. You see that? But we're going to get more into that as we go through this lesson. We got to educate the idiots, guys. We got to educate the idiots. Now, we have to go to the book of Ecclesiastes. The book of Ecclesiastes. Let's go down to chapter 9. Let's go down to verse 18, please. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9, verse 18. Family, watch this. Wisdom. Wisdom is better than weapons of war, but one sinner destroyeth much good. I'm going to read that one more time. Wisdom. Wisdom is better than weapons of war, but one sinner destroyeth much good. So now, why am I even bringing this out? First and foremost, because wisdom. You got to be smart. You see, right now, there are a lot of brothers out there in Israel that stand on the street corners and they yell and scream and spit at Esau and do all that stuff. And they accomplish absolutely nothing, not a thing. What does it usually turn into? It usually turns into arguments. It usually turns into a big brawl or focus being taken away from the word of the Most High. And that's what they do. And it usually turns into some type of war or a fight that, quite frankly, our people should not be involved in. So what am I doing? I'm teaching you how to use weapons of warfare, but do it in a way of wisdom. You see, all you do is take that grill, you turn it on. What's happening with them? They smelling that aroma. And what's happening? Their stomachs are just, they want some, but you can't have any. You know why? Because remember how you starved us? Remember all those things? And remember how they used to cook us? We used to be the aromas and stuff like that. And sometimes they never knew what. Our people never knew what we were cooking, and they were cooking us and it was smelling all good and everything like that. And our people were sitting out there starving, not only but the elderly that was sickly, but all the way down to the babies. All the way down to the babies, they were doing that to us. Eating in our faces, making us stand around as they ate all of the greatest foods, all the best fruit and vegetables and everything. They had everything all on those platters, those big banquets and everything. And all the slaves had to sit on the side and watch them eat. And y'all got a problem because I turned on my grill and sent that aroma out to remind them, you niggas must be crazy. Y'all niggas must be out your mind. You see, it's you. Family, I'm telling you right now, it's those people. It's those people right there. Those are the ones that are going to be out there with us in the wilderness when we get out there. Those are the very same ones that Yahweh shall be like, bring this person in front of me. Cut their head off right now. Because they're still going to try to be sneaking our enemies into the kingdom. Watch. Watch. Now, family, that was that. Here's what we're going to do now. We're going to go to the book of Psalms, chapter 59. We're going to start at verse 1. The book of Psalms, chapter 59. I'm about to have me some fun right now. Oh, yes, indeed. Because all I have to do is read the book to embarrass some of you and make you feel real stupid about what you did and said. Psalms chapter 59, verse 1. To the chief musician, Altashith, Michtam of David. When Saul sent, and they watched the house to kill him, deliver me from mine enemies, O my God, defend me from them that rise up against me. Defend me, Father, from mine enemies. Deliver me from the workers of iniquity and save me from bloody men. The workers of iniquity, that's the wicked. For lo, they lie in wait for my soul. The mighty are gathered against me. Not for my transgression, nor for my sin, O Lord. They run and prepare themselves without my fault. Awake to help me, and behold, first and foremost, they're not coming to me for anything other than what I am. You are a god. You are a goddess. And they want to kill you just for that reason. Just because of what you are, they want to kill you for. And yet, you want me to serve these niggas? Okay. Yeah, all right. I'm going to start at verse 4 again. They run and prepare themselves without my fault. Awake to help me, and behold. Thou, therefore, O Lord, God of hosts, the God of Israel, the God of Israel, baby. You understand that? Do you understand? I want to make sure that you understand that right now, that the author is making the distinction between us and everybody else. Just like we brought out at the gathering, just like we talked about last week, we are a people above all people. See Deuteronomy 7:6 if you have a problem with that. Verse 5, I'm going to read it again. Thou, therefore, O Lord, God of hosts, the God of Israel, awake to visit all the heathen. Be not merciful to any wicked transgressors. Salah. Wait a second. So what is David saying? Father, please do not treat the heathen well, Father. Do not treat the heathen well, Father. Please don't treat this nigga well. Please do not treat this heathen well. This wicked person, Father, I'm going to need you to do a little something to. Watch this. Verse 6, they return at evening. They make a noise like a dog. They make a noise like a dog. What does the Most High call heathens? He calls them dogs. What heathen does he particularly call the dog? That's the Caucasian. And go round about the city. They go around about the city making noise like a damn dog. They still do that today. They still do that today. The very same people. And yet y'all want me to give them plates. Plates of my food that I don't work and spent my hard-earned money on. And you want me to go ahead and give it back. Okay, yeah. Verse 7, behold, they belch out with their mouth. Those nasty, disgusting, gross-ass people, they do it all the time. Showing you who this is. Swords are in their lips, for who, say they, doth hear? Why is that sword in their lips? Because every word that they speak is designed to kill you. Now, to every last one of you that had a problem with what I did with the grill, you had a problem, I'm going to show you why you shouldn't have. The next verse. But thou, O Lord, shall laugh at them. Thou shalt have all the heathen in derision. Do you know what derision means? Let me get it for you. You see, because many of you have absolutely no idea what a lot of these terms in the Bible mean. And I tell y'all all the time, make sure you look up the terms. But of course, I'm going to read it for you. The term derision, contemptuous ridicule or mockery. Can I read that again? Contemptuous ridicule and mockery. They told me I should have offered them food. What I do? I turned on my grill. Let them smells get out. Let's go back. Now that you know the definition. Psalms chapter 59 and verse 8. But thou, O Lord, shall laugh at them. Thou shalt have all the heathen in derision. Because of his strength will I wait upon thee, for God is my defense. The God of my mercy shall prevent me. God shall let me see my desire upon my enemies. Do you see why some of you just need to be keeping your mouth shut? Do you understand why you need to keep your mouth shut? And do you understand why I want an apology? I want an apology from y'all, all of you, every last one of you. I want an apology. And being that you got, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna come out and say, let me finish this, and I'm gonna come out and say what I'm gonna say, because I mean it. Watch this. Verse 11, slay them not, lest my people forget. Ooh, scatter them by thy power and bring them down, O Lord, our shield. Do you see what that said? It says, slay them not, unless my people forget. Do you see what the Most High, do y'all remember what the Father told us? He said, do not forget the days of old. Remember to remind the people of all the things that they did to you. Remind them of everything that they did to you. So that's right here. I'm going to say it again. Slay them not, lest my people forget. Scatter them by thy power and bring them down, O Lord, our shield. For the sin of their mouth and the words of their lips, let them even be taken in their pride, and for cursing and lying which they speak. Now I'm starting to get mad. Consume them in wrath, consume them that they may not be, and let them know that God ruleth in Jacob unto the ends of the earth. Salah! And at evening let them return, and let them make a noise like a dog, and go round about the city. Let them wander up and down for meat, and grudge if they be not satisfied. Why in the world? Why did y'all tell me to feed these people? Why did you tell me? Why did you tell me to feed these people? Do you see why you need to keep your mouth shut? Do you understand why God tells me don't feed these niggas and you're telling me to feed them? Because you are emotional. You are in your damn emotions. And that's why the Father said women are not allowed to teach. Keep your mouth closed. Shut your mouth. Because you did something that could have got all of us in trouble. Each and every last one of us. All of you that said, Mike, that wasn't nice. No, it wasn't nice. It was glorious. Because I did what my Father told me to do. I'm going to read that again. Let them wander up and down for meat, and grudge if they be not satisfied. But I will sing of thy power. Yea, I will sing aloud of thy mercy in the morning, for thou hast been my defense and refuge in the day of my trouble. Unto thee, O my strength, will I sing, for God is my defense and the God of my mercy. And y'all sitting up there talking about feed these damn people. I'm telling y'all, our people are stupid. Stupid on purpose. Niggas gonna tell me to feed these people. I still can't believe that. I still can't believe it. Now, that was that, family. That was that. Now, go to the book of Psalms, because we got to hit these precepts. Stay in the book of Psalms. Go to chapter 2. Go down to verse 4, please. The book of Psalms, chapter 2, verse 4. Watch this. He that sitteth in the heaven shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. There it is again. That very same word, derision. Shall have them in contemptuous mockery and ridicule. I do what my daddy does. I'm after the heart of the Most High. That makes my daddy laugh. That makes my father laugh. That makes my daddy laugh. when we do things like that to them. That's why I do it. Because I'm after my daddy's heart. So now, staying in the book of Psalms, let's go to the chapter 37. Psalms chapter 37. Please go down to verse 13, family. I hope y'all are learning. And as many of you know, I could have done a hell of a lot worse tonight, but I'm not. I'm changing. Your little brother is growing up. Psalms chapter 37, verse 13. The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. That's the heathen. The Most High laughs. Y'all got to see that. And he gave a lot of us our personalities to make him laugh. I do stupid stuff like that because I'm not afraid. I will look at Edomite dead in his face. You hungry? Okay. Don't be hungry at this nigga. You don't want none of this. You don't want none. Throw it on the floor. You don't want that. So now, that was Old Testament, because we already know how the Christian is. Oh, that's Old Testament. That nigga, oh, he didn't read Old Testament. So now, I want you to go to the book of Matthew. Please go to the book of Matthew, chapter 18. The book of Matthew, chapter 18. Yeah, like I said, I'm trying to figure out how to deal with my anger a little bit better. And the better that I deal with my anger, I just become much more of a smartass. And that's what we're going to do. Chapter 18, please go down to verse 17. And let's see. Let's make these precepts correlate with each other and connect. Wow. Who's saying this? Oh, out the mouth of Yahushua himself. Oh, wow. Let's see what he has to say about all this. And if he shall neglect to hear them, tell it to the church. But if he neglect to hear the church, let him be unto thee as an heathen man and a publican. Wow, even Yahushua condones my actions. Treat him like a heathen. 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 King Yada, Queen Carly, King Yashin, can somebody please start to get to work on that? Treat him like a heathen. We actually have fun in this family. We are going to do what the Bible tells us to do. And just because Christianity is still kicking you in your ass and you still want to incorporate Christianity into the life of being an Israelite, as a matter of fact, here's what we're going to do here going forward. Being that so many of you still love that damn Christianity where you want to bring everybody in, right? Let's go ahead and do this. To those Israelites, we are going to allow these so-called Christianites, right? That's their name, Christianites. That's their name. We're going to allow these Christianites to pay me tithes, since they want to continue to incorporate all that Christian nonsense. Yeah, bring the tithes. Bring the tithes to me. I want $100 from each of you that still want to partake in Christianity. Okay, if that's what you want to do, bring me the $100. For one, I'm keeping 50, and I'm going to send the 50 to one of our Israelites. We're going to do that every week. We're going to pay our bills off of them, off of Christianity. That's how we're going to do it. Yep. To y'all, to them niggas that want to continue and condone what the world does and they want to remain in Christianity, yeah, I'm past the mic to y'all. But to everybody, I'm just your brother. Yep, there it is. That's how we'll do that. We'll benefit off of their stupidity. That's what we'll do. Idiots. So now, I got to ask the question. Why do we do this? Why is it? Why do we do this? Why do we do the things that we do? Let's go back to the book of Psalms, family. Go back to the book of Psalms. Go to chapter 89. The book of Psalms, chapter 89. Go down to verse 51, please. Watch this. Why do we do the things that we do? Why do we do this? Watch. Wherewith thine enemies have reproached, O Lord, Wherewith have they reproached the footsteps of thine anointed? Blessed be the Lord forevermore. Amen and amen. They hunt us, guys. We belong to him. That's why we do it. We are separated. We're separated. As you see from the gathering, if y'all still have not watched that, you need to. Like I said the week before, like I said last week, and like I'm saying this week, nothing has changed about this book. We still do the same things. Now, let's go to the book. 2 Chronicles chapter 36. The book of 2 Chronicles chapter 36. Go down to verse 16, please. The book of 2 Chronicles chapter 36. Go down to verse 16, please. Watch this. But they mocked the messengers of God. That's us. But they mocked the messengers of God and despised his words and misused his prophets until the wrath of the Lord arose against his people till there was no remedy. The Most High does not give a damn as to whether or not if I turn on a grill. That make me laugh. Mock them niggas. Mock them. Mock them. Mock them. All I'm going to do is kill them. They mock you down there. Mock them back. Let them know what I'm going to do to them. Not you. Let them know what I'm going to do to them. Show them. Yep. And many of you cowards, you kissing that white man's ass. What do you need, sir? You need anything? It's a damn shame. Cowards. Now, let's see what else this says here. Family, please go to the book of 1 Peter. And now I'm about to light you up. Let's go to the book of 1 Peter. Go to chapter 5 and verse 8. 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8. Let's see what this says. Let's see what the instruction says. Be sober. Be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. The devil, these are the children of the devil. Why are you entertaining their children? I don't even need to go to that scripture. You know exactly what it is. You know that they are the children of the devil. What you entertaining them for? Let me read this again. Be sober. In other words, keep your mind right. Think is what it says. Remember what these scriptures say, and that's the only way that you're able to do that, because you have to have a sober mind. Think. And for many of you to tell me that I should have fed them niggas, you ain't thinking. So right now, you failed that part. The next one, be vigilant. Why? 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 Let me get the definition of vigilant. Vigilant. Keeping careful watch for possible danger or difficulties. Oh my gosh, family, oh my gosh. Why would y'all tell me? Why would y'all tell me to feed these people? Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. The Father is telling us to stay far away from these people as possible, yo. Y'all telling Peter, feed these niggas. Do you understand out in that wilderness? There's so many of you that's going to die. You think you're going to make it. You think you're going to make it. You're not. The Father's going to kill you in the wilderness as you walk among the brothers. There's times that Yahushua is going to be like, bring them here. Everybody watch. And they're going to cut your damn head off right in front of everybody. And then you're going to be thrown into the fire. Because there are going to be so many of you trying to get our enemy up into the kingdom. That's real. That's real. That's 100% real. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. So now, family, please, let's go to the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12. The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12. And for the sake of time, I'm just going to read the one that we need to go to. Go down to verse 10, please. Verse 10. Ecclesiasticus. Now, I do recommend that everybody read this entire chapter, but I need this to hit home. Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So now, what does that mean? Do you know how? Let's use this real quick. I could take this right here, this spoon right here, right? If I take this spoon, if I take it and put it outside, what's going to happen is that there's going to be rust that's going to get all over this spoon. It's going to get all over it. I can bring this spoon in here. I can take it, polish it up and everything, have it sparkling, shining. Take it, leave it in the house. You know what's going to happen? Rust is going to get on it again. Because this is metal. It naturally has rust. This here, in the fabric of the DNA of this here, it is designed for rust to be created on it after time. Just like the Edomites, they are designed to hate your black ass. They're designed to hate you, but yet you continuously want to bring them in to the kingdom. This is why the Most High said 1/3 versus 2/3, because the majority gotta go because they're stupid. Verse 11, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and be aware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. The Father keeps telling us, stop trusting these people. Don't have anything to do with them. Get away from them. Leave them alone. Now, we have to work with them, right? Cool. We work with them. Share a laugh. Everything like that. That's cool. Do you want to come to the crib? No. Can I come to your crib? No. We right here in the work environment. It's all good. It's cool. I'm at a bar. There's the white boy, white girl right there. They talking, drinking. Boom. Have a laugh. Boom. Let me buy you a drink. No. Buy me a drink. No. But that was a good laugh. Holiday. In the supermarket, I'm pushing my cart. Hey, oh, how you doing? Nice to see you. Go about my business. There's nothing wrong with that. Not a damn thing. There is nothing wrong with having a discussion with them and talking to them like they're individuals. As the Bible says, be peaceful among all men. Be peaceful among all men. There is nothing wrong with that. It doesn't mean that you have to be a savage. It doesn't mean you got to be like, you see an Edomite, oh, fuck you, white boy. Fuck you, white bitch. You don't be doing all that stupidity. No, it doesn't mean that at all. That's the difference. That's the difference. So for me, light up my grill, fan out that great smell to make my Father laugh. I'm going to do it. As you already saw how I do. I told y'all niggas I'm petty. I'm petty with that type of stuff. I sure am. Petty Prince at your service. You better believe it. That's how I let out my inner anger. Because the Father told me, be angry, but don't sin. So versus me Right outside them doors right there, right up the block. There's a dude with a black flag with a red anarchy symbol on it. I could go right up the block right now and go shoot his house up if I wanted to, but why would I do that? Why would I do that? Grill on, smoke out, smelling lovely all throughout this neighborhood. Can I have some? Nope.